I was indeed influenced by the influencer, Beverley. She just had to keep posting to her stories about the sale. So we're doing an impromptu Tala haul. Miss Beverley, if you're watching, which I doubt you are, can we please get the Tala label on the other side to the address? I want to show this off. But from this side, it looks like a bag. A little bit of a marketing thing. Get Tala on this side of the bag. I can't show it without showing my dress. I don't want to dox myself. I love you. Okay, we have a real mix, I'm not gonna lie. It was the sale, so I got a little bit of everything. I am, however, a little bit disappointed because I ordered 2 of my items, went out of stock 5 days after my order. And, you know, because typically this is what happens, they were the 2 things that I was most excited for. So 2 of the things haven't came, and I got told about a week after, but never mind, these things happen. But it's just a little bit sad because I was excited. Anyway, we also have a range of sizes. So, for reference, I am size 14. I am 5'8". So that normally means I'm a little bit of a tall girly. Just don't come for me. And I have... Now there, this is the Tala bra. This is very much giving me more than I actually have. It does affect sizings of things. I'm normally an extra large in other brands. However, Tala is more inclusive. So this is currently a medium. I don't fit in a medium anywhere. But apparently in Tala, I am a medium. So we do have some mediums in here. That's nerve-wracking to me though. So there are some larges in here as well. I haven't went with an extra large because from what I was vibing off the size chart and from other people, an extra large was just going to be too big for me. So we'll see how much of this fits. But I am 5'8", flat-chested, and typically a size 12, 14. Okay. Let's try some things on. We're having to read off the label because it's not on the bag. These are the Sculpt Seamless High-Waisted Scrunch Leggings in Chai Marl in a large. I thought we'd stick with activewear first. Okay, first up, I really like these. They don't really feel like any other leggings that I have. They feel thin and more like towards a tight rather than a legging, which I'm not... I hate tights. Tights are a no-go for me. The sensory issues. Oh, I hate a tight. So when I touch these with my hands, I'm like, I'm not gonna like these. But once they're on, they're actually okay. They're not itchy at all like a tight. So material-wise, they're okay. In terms of like compression and stuff, the waistband has a nice amount of compression. I don't feel like I can't breathe, but there is compression there. The scrunch, it's more of a, I wouldn't say subtle, it's definitely there, but it's like lower down, so it is more of a subtle. I wouldn't say it's making my glutes look incredible. We do a pose, like they look better in other scrunches, but I do like these. However, the colour's stunning, do not get me wrong. Beautiful, 100% would buy, but I am white. I am white. I'm a little bit tanned at the minute, believe it or not. I don't think I can get away with this colour. I hate the double take of people thinking that I'm naked when I'm in gym clothing. So I think these aren't going to be kept, but they are stunning. If you have a darker skin tone than me, this colour is beautiful. It's stunning. I really like it. I also just really like how simple and plain these are. They have like a really nice like stitching around the top of the thigh, and then they're nice and plain around the glutes. I really do like them, but unfortunately, because of the colour, I think we're just gonna have to return. So I think I've ordered the same pair of leggings but in a different color. So these again are the Sculpt Seamless High-Waisted Scrunch Legging in a large again, but this is dark olive marl apparently. And to me, there is no green in them whatsoever. Like these are a true gray. I would call them charcoal. To me, there is no green pigment. So I'm not sure if I've been sent the wrong ones or if this is what they're calling olive, but there is no green in it. I do sometimes see my greens and blues a little bit funny in comparison to other people, so I'll ask my partner, but to me this is just full grey. And unfortunately, that means I don't really like them. I'm just not a grey girl. I even sometimes don't really like wearing black. So grey for me is just a no. I much more gravitate towards like neutrals, beiges. This is how they are looking in this colour for the scrunch. They're a lovely legging. They are a tiniest little bit short on me. Like I say, I'm 5'8", and they are sitting around about there for me, which is just a tiny bit higher than I'd like. So I think this is just going to be a return for me as well, unfortunately. But there's nothing wrong with the legging. It's the exact same as the last one, so I don't really have anything more to add. It would be hid by crew socks. Absolutely no problem, but I'd still just like them a little bit longer. But unfortunately, I think these are going to go back because I just don't I don't like grey. These were the last leggings that we have. The rest is more just normal clothing. We do have some dresses, but I think I'm going to save the dresses till the end. I have some joggers and some tops, so we'll do the joggers and tops combo first. Okay, that was a few weeks ago. Basically, I had a little bit of a meltdown trying those clothes on. It was the hottest day of the year, or one of them. And I tried on this top in a medium. Let me tell you, my brain didn't like it. So that means I have tried on all of these pieces off camera now, okay? This isn't, we'll try them on and I'll tell you what I think. I've tried them all on. I don't like any of the pieces. I asked on my Instagram story if that was still something that people want to watch. I also see the value in it because you get an honest opinions of what people thought. And the answer was overwhelmingly, yes, we want to see. So I'm going to run through all of the pieces. I'm not going to show you the top that made me have a meltdown because I do not want to put that back on. I'm going to talk you through why I don't like any of the pieces. And we'll carry on as if I didn't have a meltdown. So let's get started. These are the first two pieces. Top, bottom. Let's start with the bottom because I do not like these. These are like, they are not working for me on my body shape. I don't know what's going on with these wide leg joggers. Color, I like. Beautiful, stunning. Quality, I like. They are thick. If you're looking for a thick jogger, these are the ones for you. Pockets are a little bit shallow now that I'm putting my hands in them. But in terms of shape, I just don't know what's going on. The length in the crotch seems to be quite long, but they're not long enough as well. Like if I sit down, no, they're not going to ride up actually. The seams in these are very soft. That's not going to be an issue. But they don't look good on me. They also, interestingly, are really tight around my quads. And obviously Tala is like a fitness brand, so I'm surprised at that. But very, very tight around my quads. And they, if you can see the bottom, they're just kind of like swinging there. They're very structured, which I know is kind of Tala's thing, having structured pieces. But for joggers, the structuredness actually I think is the letdown. It looks too like straight. There's no movement to them. I can 100% see why someone would want these if they're going to work for your body type. But unfortunately for me, they're just not there. We'll move on to the top. I'll put the name of it on screen because I have forgotten it. Right. I'm conflicted about this one. The material is beautiful. It is so soft. And I actually like it more than I did the first time. Now that I've cooled down a little bit, we don't have the hot weather anymore. And I'm like, oh no, it is quite nice. Whereas when I was too hot and still trying it on, did not enjoy. But it is such a soft material. It is lovely. The back, beautiful, stunning. I love it. I love an open back, but I don't know what it is about this neckline. I love it on other people. Every time I see Grace Beverley with it, I'm like, girl, give it to me now. I think it looks incredible. I just don't know what it is, but I don't think I can pull it off. I don't think I'm like cool enough. I don't know if I'm just not finding necklines that suit me, but I cannot seem to get away with this. I've done quite a few orders on Tala now, and each time I've tried this neckline in hopes that I'm wrong, and I just don't think it suits me. I think it makes me look like I'm a 40-year-old mom. It's not like a cool classic chic girl in her 20s way. To me it looks like I'm going to the school pickup, which is fine, but you know, I'm 28 and child free. It's not the vibe that I'm really going for right now. So I think this is a no for me. I don't do long sleeves a lot because they do overstimulate me. This even more so because it's double layered, and obviously that is a good thing. I'm not saying that's bad. But when I was trying on the medium, because of the double layeredness, moving these sleeves is virtually impossible because you're trying to grip it and then you're only moving the top layer. The bottom layer does not move. And obviously because this is open back, the shoulders are like, they're very loose in terms of just because of the way it sits. So you have to get this correct. Like moving this around is part of putting the top on, and then it's just not easy to do. And again, if you don't have sensory issues, that's not going to be a problem. But for somebody who does, it's really difficult. I also, the length is short. I understand that's a choice though, so like I'm not complaining about that. But if I pull them down, that's where it's sitting, and on the back they won't even like tuck into the pants. It's sitting quite high. Again, a choice, so I'm not complaining about that. But I think I'm gonna go with no on this just because I don't think I suit the neckline. That's gonna be a theme for the rest of them. We have some dresses coming up. First we have a jumper. I'm gonna go put my Tala flares on so I can show you this jumper first, just because this isn't doing anything for me, so bear with. This is the flared sleeve hoodie in a large in the colour espresso, and I just have my Dayflex flares on underneath. This is a weird one. This is one that I was super excited for because I was seeing them post about it a lot, and I think the way it was marketed was it's a hoodie, so it's comfy, but it's also like elevated enough that it can be workwear. Also, what the heck has happened here? And for this one, this is 100% going to be personal preference. So I say this in every single video. I might have said it in this one. It has been a few weeks. But take what I say and apply it to you. These videos aren't about me. They're about you. If you like the sound of what I'm about to say, that's great. You get it. It's just personal preference that I don't like it. So take everything that I say, apply it to what you think, and then you make your own decisions. Anyway, let's move on. I can't get it to sit right on me, the hood. Which is strange because they talked a lot about this in the lead up to this product development. I cannot for the life of me get it to sit right. Neither can Jack. And also, I think for me, it's not looking smart, elevated, chic. It's looking like a Jedi Master. It might be the colour, it might just be the sleeves, but I don't think it's giving what it's supposed to give on me for some reason. In terms of quality, right, this is the bit where that's making me be like, no, it's going back, is it definitely feels high quality. It does. The material on the outside is lovely and soft. It's lovely. It's thick, but not like a hoodie thick. My issue is on the inside, it is like silk. Like it feels like satin. And I know it isn't like a hoodie, you're meant to feel cozy in it, so that should be fine. But for me, I do not like that. I love the material on the outside, but the material on the inside, I feel like it's so funny because the day after I filmed that last clip, Tala came out with the scuba collection. This feels like the part of that collection to me, because that's how I described it as to Jack. It feels like I'm wearing a scuba suit. And just for me, that material, satin, is one of my no-go things with my autism. I cannot deal with satin in the slightest. And the inside of this literally just feels like satin. But that means it does feel high quality. So if you like that feeling, this is perfect. It's beautiful. But just for me, it's a no, because I just don't think it suits me. I don't like the material, and I can't get the hoodie to sit right whatsoever. I love the embroidery. Where is it? I love the embroidery in Tala on there. I do like it, but I don't like it. You do with that what you will. But this is a no for me, and I am disappointed about it. Anyway, we have 3 dresses, and we'll go like least favorite to favorite. Again, I will put the name on the screen because I have forgotten it. But dress. The thing with this one is I really like the neck. It's a little bit hard to get on, I'm not gonna lie, but I do actually quite like the neck on this one. I like the sleevelessness of it. I think it's quite flattering, but it's just the length. I think this length to me screams like noughties, early 2010s, and I do feel like it's making a comeback, but for me, I think it looks like I'm wearing a dress from the noughties. It's just, again, not chic on me. I don't know if it's my size. I don't know if it's the type of thing where I'm just used to seeing skinny people in this type of thing, and for me, I'm just like, it doesn't look the same, and that's why I'm not thinking it looks the same. But I don't know if it's just me. It's just not giving what I thought it would give. I am going to come up so you can see the ruching, because the ruching is really nice. Obviously it's black, so it's going to struggle, but there is really nice ruching down both sides. It disappears a little bit off the bum, so the bum's quite stretched out, but it's just the length as well for me is just too short in general. Like, I am 5'8", and I cannot, if I bend the tiniest bit, you're gonna see everything. This is unfortunately a sent back as well. The material is really nice. It's double layered. It feels, I don't know, with the dresses, I was expecting them to come and to be like a different material, but these do just feel like a really nice cotton, which I wasn't expecting. I definitely think I need to learn the collections a bit more, because I thought these were going to be like sucking you in, whereas it's not. It's kind of just like it's a cotton dress. The next 2 are actually the same but in different colors, so I'm going to put the black on first, and then I will leave the other color to last because I think that one's a little bit better. We are now on to the second skin open back maxi dress. This is in a medium and it is in black, shadow black, and again, to me, I feel like I look 40-year-old mum. Yeah, like cute mom vibes, but not what I'm going for. The material, again, beautiful silky soft cotton. Like, the material is really lovely, but I'm not the biggest fan of the design of this dress. I think this stitching, let me come up to you because we're in black again, there's like just a random stitch here, which is really odd. It makes it look like you're wearing like a top and a skirt, and because of how second skin it is, it's there, you can see it. You'll be able to see it in the next one more. And it's described as open back, but I don't think it's like open enough to be open back. It's definitely there, but I feel like for an open back dress, I'd want it to be down here. That might just be my personal preference. Lengthwise, we are sitting there. I think this is a maxi. Yeah, this is meant to be maxi, so a little bit short for a 5'8" girl. And also with it being a medium, this is digging into my lats, like here and here. I don't have huge lats. Obviously I do lift, so there is some muscle there, but I could not keep this because it is into my lats. It is a beautiful dress and the material is stunning. It is so soft, but again, I just don't feel like I'm pulling it off. I don't really like it on me. The neckline is a no-go. Let me show you it in the next color. Like I say, same dress, but this is in a large and in clay. So the color I actually really love. I think it's such a beautiful color, but the dress itself, again, I have the same kind of issues. I think, like, I hope you can see that stitching a bit better now, but that, I just don't understand it. I don't think it looks good. The other thing with this is as well, and I have my partner helping me in and out of things because I don't want to damage anything. As he was helping me put this on, he actually said, oh, these seams aren't very nice. And I actually quite agree. Like, they are so, not scratchy in a way that they're unfinished, but just because they're out, if I come up, if I can show you, like on the underside, it's just, they're just not really finished. There's nothing on top of them, so when they're tight like they are on my lats still, they are just quite scratchy and aggravating. The length is actually really similar to the medium, so again, not all the way at the floor. I'm not entirely sure what the like standard is for maxi, so that might be all right. We have a bit of like excess material at the top now with it being a large, and I'm not sure if that's what they intended or whether it was all meant to be like second skin, but that is there, so it's going to be returning that one as well. And that was everything. Obviously there was the two things that didn't come, but none of them really worked. I always get so excited with Tala. Like, I love seeing their stuff on social media and I always have such high hopes, and I'm like, oh, I'm so excited to try this, and it looks so good on other people, but whenever it comes, I don't think I'm good at shopping for me and buying what suits me, and it just feels like maybe a lot of the Tala stuff doesn't really suit me that well. I don't know, but the quality of stuff does seem really good. Like, this material is beautiful. The only issues I've had with stuff is stitching, but a lot of the things that I haven't liked in this are down to personal preference, so if you like them, please go for it. But unfortunately, everything is going back from this haul. I hope that was useful. I hope people on YouTube agree with people on Instagram that I should have finished off this video. If you did find it useful or enjoy it, please leave the video a like. I would appreciate any engagement you would give, so that's liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing if you are new. If you are interested in hauls, I will leave the playlist at the end of this video, because we've done a few Tala hauls now, and we've also done things like Bow & Tea, Able, Gymshark. So if you enjoyed this one, please go check out the others. But obviously, subscribe, we'd love to have you here, but even if you don't do any of those things, thank you so much for watching, but I shall hopefully see you in another video. Bye.